another each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning, everyone. This is take 2. Yeah, I did one at 6:30 this morning, and I deleted it because I hated it. I wasn't in the right mode for it. Wasn't in the right mind frame, guys. I don't think you would have wanted me to do it, honestly. I was pretty upset. So, hi everyone. Hey Jill. So you guys, I'm going to tell you what's going on with me. So I'm throwing a little pity potty today. This morning I have been. I'm feeling bad for myself. Sometimes it's hard, right? Yeah. But as a guy, I don't really want to go around saying I feel unwanted. But I do. And I feel lonely, and these are because of decisions that I've made. Right? So it's not like I can point fingers and say, not only that, but when we point fingers, we got 3 more pointed back at us. I jacked up I got in a fight with a tree and I lost. So now now my pinky I can't even do that. I think I might have to re-break it. So, all right, let's get to the daily reflection. Let's get to it. I think I'm going to start out with the daily reflection portion. Today is my choice. We invariably find that at some time in the past, we have made decisions based on self, which later place us in a position to be hurt. I'm going to look at the page 62. Selfishness, self-centeredness, that we think is the root of our troubles. Driven by 100 forms of fear, self-delusion, self-seeking, and self-pity, we step on the toes of our fellows and they retaliate, seemingly without provocation. But we invariably find that at some point in the past, we have placed ourselves in a position to later be hurt. So I'm close. Yep, there it is. I did it with my home group. I set up a new group at the same time, even though I don't, and now I feel lost because of it, right? But that was a decision that I made. And we have to remember those things. So our troubles, we think, are basically of our own making. They arise out of ourselves, and the alcoholic is an extreme example of self-will run riot. Though he usually doesn't think so. And that's where we need to make the change, right? We need to know that we're going through it. We need to be honest with ourselves. And above everything, we alcoholics must be rid of this selfishness. Okay? We must, or it'll fucking kill you. It will. Anger will kill you. Never once saw my grandpa do any emotions, and he died of a heart attack very early. Good to see you, Willie. So, I mean, even now we don't even have the alcohol in us, but we still have things that we're doing that can kill us. Okay. And these are emotional things. We must be rid of it or it kills us. God makes that possible. And there often seems no way of entirely getting rid of self without his aid. Many of us had moral and philosophical convictions galore, but we could not live up to them, though we would have liked to. Neither could we reduce our self-centeredness much by wishing or trying on our own power. We had to have God's help. Okay? Here's the key. Here's the key to it. Okay? This is the how and why of it. First, we had to quit playing God. All right. So, okay, you're a newcomer. You come in because you're not sure of how to do this program, right? Or maybe you've been in and out like me, where you have, guys, I have the book memorized, but it doesn't mean shit unless I apply it. Okay? So I know a lot of fancy words too, but unless I apply them, okay. And I find it pretty weird. This happens to me a lot, okay, with sponsees. I've never had a sponsee go through all 12 steps with me, ever, okay? It's scared and run off. And this is almost always at Dion, would you be my sponsor? Yes, but I'm going to let you know I am not an easy sponsor. I'm not. I will be on your ass. You are going to have to text me every night that you went to a meeting and that you're sober. And if you don't, we got a problem. Okay? But this is what happens. They start thinking they fucking know better. We'll get to step 3. Oh, yeah, no, that's not, this isn't how I wanted to do it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, if you don't want what I have, don't fucking ask me, man. Okay? If you ask me a question, you best want the answer because I'm going to give it to you. Okay? So sponsees, don't go ask for a sponsor and then think you fucking know better. What the hell's wrong with you? All right? Yes, a particular situation came up. Let's do a little bit of talk about shit talk too. All right? If you hear somebody talking shit about somebody else in a meeting, say something, would you? We don't need that. I don't care who you're talking about. I don't care if you're talking shit about the person I dislike the most. Keep it the fuck away from me. Okay? And if I hear it, I will say something. Okay? That's why nobody talks shit around me. Okay? That's why nobody will come to your face and talk shit, because they're wrong. And if you're buying into it, you're just as bad as the shit talker, if not worse, in my book. Next, we just and here it is, right? All we had to do was quit playing God. It didn't work. Who the fuck are you to be digging into other people's inventory when you're sick as hell, man? Clean up your own backyard. That's what I was told. Dion, before you go play in anybody else's backyard, you got to clean your own, right? Just like your mom wouldn't let you go outside and play when you didn't clean your room. Okay? You had to quit playing God. It didn't work. It got you right where you are right now, which is fucked up. I'm on a page 21 rant, guys. Sorry. No, I'm not. God was going to be our director. He is the principal. We are his agents. He is the father and we are his children. Most good ideas are simple. And this concept was the keystone of the new and triumphant arc through which we passed to freedom. Okay? Here's the key. When we sincerely took such a position, all sorts of remarkable things followed. Okay? Serenity is going to be one of them. I need to see you say, hey, Maria, it's good to see you. Welcome back. Willie, what did you have to say here? I'm my own worst God, believe it or not. Yeah, I am. Not only that, but, man, that was the worst job in the world, man. It doesn't pay worth shit. Everybody you talk to hates you. And they don't do what you tell them to do. Right? So what I was trying to get to is we turn our will and our lives over to the care of God. And that needs to be done sincerely. Okay? Now remember, there's no half measures. Either God is or he isn't. He is or he isn't. You're either pregnant or you're not. There is no half measures. Half measures will get you back to misery. Maybe not even drunk, but misery. Okay? Now I'm going to read this next part. If you haven't felt these, you have not done your third step. Go back to 1. We had a new employer. Being all-powerful, he provided what we needed. Not what we wanted, what we needed. A roof over your head and food. probably some fellowship, right? If we kept close to him, and here it is, and performed his work well. Do you see anything about suggestions in here so far on this? Because I don't. All I've heard so far is your emotions will kill you. Okay? And you may not, well, it haven't killed me yet. But yeah, but you're dead spiritually. Ouch. More and more, we became interested in seeing what we could contribute to life. See, we're already changing. Our little plans and design. Okay, I forgot what something. Okay, established on such a footing, we became less and less interested in ourselves, our little plans and designs. We became more and more, we became interested in seeing what we could contribute to life. As we felt new power flow in, as we enjoyed peace of mind. Okay? We haven't even put any action into this yet. And we're already being given peace of mind. And here it is. What's your decision going to be? Are you going to take that peace of mind, or are you going to go tra-la-la and back to what you were fucking doing? What's it going to be? What's your decision? Do you want to continue being miserable and an asshole? Or do you want to start contributing to life? Or would you rather work with somebody to help them out and watch them create a happy life? Okay? I saw a question on Facebook, and what was it saying? Do you try and please everyone? It kind of, my answer is yes. Why? Because I sincerely want you to be happy. That's why. I'm not going to do the work for you. I'll show you how, but I can't do it for you. As we discovered we could face life successfully, as we became conscious of his presence, we began, it's already started, to lose our fear of today, tomorrow, or the hereafter. We were reborn. We were reborn. Fucking italicize that shit, man. Okay? So what's your decision? Are you going to be reborn or not? Men have a hard time with that. With the realization and acceptance that I have played a part in the way my life had turned out came a dramatic change in my outlook. Surprise, surprise. It was at this point that the AA program began to work for me. In the past, I'd always blamed others, either God or other people, for my circumstances. I never felt I had a choice in altering my life. My decisions had been based on fear, pride, or ego. As a result, these decisions led me down to the path of self-destruction. Today, I will try to allow my God to guide me on the road to sanity. Okay? Sanity, yes. Guess what? We get to use our brains again. Today, I will try and allow God to guide me on the road to sanity. I am responsible for my action or inaction, whatever the consequences may be. Yep, it is impossible to please all the people all the time. You are absolutely correct. That's why I snuck that little thing in there with as to why I do it. But no, you can't please everybody. So I guess the way I see it in that isn't necessarily pleasing them, but meeting them where they're at. Okay. And understanding where they're at the present moment, not where I'm at. I already know where I'm at, but meet them where they're at. Right. All right. I'm gonna go through a day at a time here real quick too. In a letter wrote to a friend, AA's co-founder Bill W. once wrote, "Nothing could be more demoralizing than a clinging and abject dependence upon another human being. This often amounts to the demands for a degree. This often amounts to the demand for a degree of protection and love that no one could possibly satisfy. That is not unconditional love. It is far from it. So our hoped for protectors finally flee, and once more we are left alone. That's where my father went. Both of them. They ran like little bitches. And once more, sorry guys, I kind of have a problem with that today. We discover in the program that the best possible source of emotional stability is our higher power. And that's what I utilized this morning. Okay. And he said, reach out. So I did. And I called Joe. And then I got my head on straight so I could come on. I got it on straight enough to be able to come on here and do this. His perfect, ha ha ha. That's because I said what you can't. We find that dependence upon his perfect justice, forgiveness, and love is healthy, and that it works where nothing else will. Do I depend on my higher power? Today I pray, may I realize that I am a dependent person. I've depended upon chemicals to alter my mood and attitudes. I've also developed parasitic attachments for others. May I stop making unrealistic emotional demands on others, which only serve to choke off mature human relationships and to leave me bewildered and let down. Only God can provide the kind of wholehearted love which I, as a dependent person, seem to need. Are you willing to admit you need that? I will. I will. I was getting ready to call myself a name and I stopped. Good on me. May I depend on God first. May I depend first upon God. Today I'll remember God offers perfect love, which I think we all deserve. I think every single person deserves to be loved. That's why I'm one of those lovey guys. Not as much today. All right. Well, now that I've got a better attitude, I think I can go out and maybe help some people get out of myself, get out of we call it a pity party. Okay. And, I was about halfway through the meeting when I realized, Dion, you're dead center in a pity party and you can't stay there, dude. It is no good. First off, it's not fair to myself. I don't deserve that. I deserve to treat myself better than that, right? All we need is love. Oh, that is not Harry Potter, by the way. All right. I get that all the time. Oh, love your shirt. I'm like, who is it? I can always tell how old you are by what you say. Oh, it's Harry Potter. Nope. All we need is love, guys. Love is all we need. And I love you. Peace out and have a day. Thanks.